Good morning from day 6 on the TMB. We're going into Switzerland today, isn't that exciting? Just walked here in a couple of days. No big deal. Lint? Is that Swiss?
I think so.
I think that's Swiss. I could go for a lint bowl.
Hello and welcome to day 6. So if you watched yesterday's episode, you'll know we left it on a little bit of a honest yet negative review, I'd say. So let me explain. This campground definitely hasn't been what we were expecting. You get given a card with your showering, which is completely fine, so you only have 2 minutes of hot water, but none of the cards worked, so we had ice cold showers, which left us a little cranky. There's not many spaces for you to cook. There's literally one bench under shelter and it rained, so again, not ideal. If you want to eat there, there's only like 3 tables inside and you have to make a reservation. Also not ideal. The washing machine was broken. It had no door handle. I only realised once I got my laundry in, I couldn't get it out. Brenna had to use a coin to pry it open, and when we finally did get it open, everything was soaking wet, so that was also a negative. I also paid for the tumble dryer, but I didn't want to put my clothes in soaking wet, so I had to hand wring everything. I put it in the dryer also didn't work, so then I had to hang everything up. Then in the morning, it was still all wet. All round, negative experience. The plus side was we were right next to these cute cows, so that was nice. I feel like it's best to be honest with you guys and not sugarcoat it. It was a bit of a disaster of a stay. I'm sure other people had a nice time, but we just didn't.
We've got to smile through the troubles. You have no idea the terrible morning we've had. All of our clothes are soaking wet. And we're just in a really bad mood, to be honest.
All the battery packs are dead.
All the battery packs are dead because there's no other charge here. We're about to get this bus, but we're hoping we get on, because if you saw yesterday's bus, it was a nightmare. And Brenna's not feeling well. And there was one more thing. Oh, my breakfast. I bought these wraps. My God, I was literally laughing so hard, I looked like I was crying. How am I meant to eat this? I guess maybe you're right. I wasn't sad about the wraps. It was hilarious and my hay fever plays up real early morning, so don't worry, I wasn't crying about the wraps. But it does mean I haven't eaten much this morning. Brenna has lovingly given me one of her rolls for my lunch this afternoon.
Mine's hard as a rock. All of them. Hello? Come in.
Anybody home? But this is breakfast, so I'm going to start eating this one. YOLO. And I've thrown them disgusting wraps in the bin, so if you see wraps in Italy and you think that's a good idea, it's not. Okay? Not the kind I got anyway.
So we were actually so concerned about this bus, we ended up getting to the bus stop 15-20 minutes early in the hope that, we'd be there before everyone else. That wasn't the case, it was already busy. Luckily we did manage to get on. The problem is the bus comes from Courmayeur and a lot of people come up here for day hikes, so they get on there and then by the time they get to the campground it's already pretty full. But we managed to squeeze on, so that was good.
We managed to fit on the bus, so that's good news. Just applied our sun cream and we're ready. We're about to hit the trail. Judging by my map, it's a little bit flat, then it's all the way up, then it's all the way down. Well, not all the way down, then it's halfway down, then we stop for the night. Then tomorrow morning we wake up and we carry on going down. And we're going into Switzerland today, isn't that exciting? I feel very greasy today.
Have you ever been to Switzerland?
No, I haven't. My plan for Switzerland is to get some chocolate and perhaps a fondue.
Ooh, Toblerone.
Oh, yeah.
This is your second new country in a week.
God damn.
And you walked here.
I did, yeah. Just walked here in a couple of days. No big deal. This morning I woke up and Brenna was like, oh yeah, you had some horrendous bags. All the way down to here. You did. Shockingly bad. You
said big. I said big bags.
Horrendous, she said.
I didn't.
Heinous. Heinous? Right, let's go. I'm rambling. We're going to start walking up. There's a refuge halfway up. Going to see how we feel. I'm feeling pretty good because it's quite cool at the moment. I think it's going to be a scorch river day yet again.
All of our washing was wet from yesterday, which means that I'm wearing wet clothes and I smell like damp. So it's not good. So we're hoping to do laundry when we get there.
Again.
10 euros wasted. 10 euros and like 3 hours of our time completely wasted. It is what it is.
Done now, innit?
I would not recommend that campsite. I would not recommend doing laundry there. I would not recommend showering there, charging any things there, eating any food there.
It's time to put our bags on, let's go. If I find a place that sells cake, I'm getting it again, because yesterday's cake was so good. I don't care if it's €7.50, which is like 15 Canadian dollars for a piece of cake this big. I'm having it.
My favourite kind of trail is one where you can see the switchbacks ahead of you, so you know it's not going to be too grueling, and you can see everyone else steadily plodding along, and I'm like, this ain't going to be so bad. This is going to be a pleasant hike. And I won't lie to you, this section actually was quite nice. Don't get me wrong, it was uphill, but overall, very nice.
That's why we don't like walking over snow bridges.
Snow bridges definitely are one of my fears. I'm not really sure why I'm so scared of them, but they're terrifying. The idea of falling through? No. Not for me. Not for me at all. But something that is for me apparently now is filming. Look how good this clip is. I filmed this. Normally it's shaky and Brenna's not in the screen. Now she is. I look like a professional, huh? You think I'm trying to do this for a living. I shouldn't be impressed with this though. Watch me climb up these rocks. I look like a really bad mountain goat. Look at that. I look about 90 years old. I've made it look harder than it is. Also, this is my pet peeve on the trail. Don't leave your things in the way. Move it to the side. We arrived at this refuge and my god, I'm excited for the cake. I just love how rustic all of the refuges are up here. I'd love to see them covered in snow, like during a ski season. I reckon they're absolutely adorable. Spoiler alert, that's the first piece of cake. Look at my hungry eyes staring at Brenna thinking, hurry up, I want a piece.
Stopped for a coffee, a cake, a Coke, and Brenna's just going for another cake because one cake didn't cut it and it was so good, so I'm not sure what she's going to come out with. I told her to get something we haven't had before, so let's see. Let's see what she returns with. Climb up was pretty grueling. Just heard a tour guide say it's going to be steep for the next bit, and then hopefully it's a bit nicer, not as steep. With the bear. We started down there. So we still have a ways to go. We're a bit further than I thought we were actually. Just under halfway maybe. We're both struggling a bit today, both not feeling very well. I'm feeling a bit tired. I don't think I ate enough dinner or breakfast, so I'm starting to flag, but hopefully the caffeine will help.
I don't know what it is, but I just went that one, please. They use the same for apples. It's just way bigger.
Looks like maybe there's a lemon in there, orange or something.
Okay, let's talk about what's in our giant bags, because I feel like you've probably noticed them because they're huge and they're in every shot. And I'm nosy and I always want to know what other people have, so I'm going to tell you what I've got in my bag, even if you don't care. I'm going to tell you all about it. So we actually are carrying a 3-person backpacking tent. It's the Kelty Ashcroft 3. I know we shouldn't be carrying a 3-person tent, it's extra heavy, but it means we can keep our bags in when it rains, and there's space for all our things. I like space. We also have Kelty sleeping bags, which are down to 20 Fahrenheit, so probably too warm for this trip to be honest, but it's what we had, and I don't have another one, so that's why I brought that. Shoes we've got are the Ultra Lone Peak 9s. We've never used Lone Peak before, we're normally Hoka girls, but we've decided to give these a try and we both really like them. We enjoyed the large toe box for our puffy little feet as we're going up and down the hills. And our beds are the X-Ped beds, they're the green ones, they're blow up, like air beds, and we have them big ugly mats on the side for, you know, emergencies in case we pop the bed.
We can finally see the top. 0.2 of a mile away, and not too much higher. Woo! 660 metres, 5.5 kilometres.
Then we're going to have lunch. Then it's all downhill, baby. We've also put some electrolytes in our water. Us being good gals drinking.
Hardly. We've had 1 litre between us the whole way up.
I had a calico.
I had a coffee.
What did you have at breakfast?
A coffee?
Me too. Turns out we've actually done terribly. But we've got electrolytes in our water now, so... Anywho, it's all downhill after this. Toodaloo.
Not toodaloo, I'm being delusional.
That's the refugio we had cake at. We'd already been climbing for an hour before we got there.
Best part of the day. I'm surprised we're not sick of bread, meat and cheese by now, but we're really not.
Another day, another baguette with a view.
The whole time we were eating lunch, I was staring at this ice field and watching people slip, and I was absolutely terrified to do it. It was actually giving me like bellyache, like that anxious feeling.
These shoes are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Famous last words where I slip and tumble to my death.
Drama queen Danny's back on the scene again.
I'm actually quite impressed with myself. I just did a scary section and didn't fall over. We might now mountain here.
I'm not gonna lie, I got the camera out because I thought she was gonna fall. I didn't want her to fall, obviously, that would be mean. But I did think she might have a little slip, you know? It wouldn't be the first time on this trip that she slipped in the snow.
Guess what? We've just crossed into a new country. We're now in Switzerland. Let's go get some chocolate.
Sadly, the chocolate was out of our budget.
Didn't realise there was a refugio here, but we've stumbled across something and we both went, shall we stop?
It looks lovely.
So we're gonna stop.
This was such an unexpected surprise and a much needed morale boost. Can you guess what we get? Spoiler alert, it's not a piece of cake. No big surprise, we went for beer. Then we examined the map to see how much further we had to go, and unfortunately I took my hat off, which I shouldn't have.
Had no idea this was here. Probably should have looked at the map because it was on the map. But what a nice surprise. Little beer stop. It's really beautiful. There's some cows. I'm happy.
Cheers. Oh, I had a name for it. I think it is Veronica. Veronica! Carol's called Veronica.
Now, I don't want to look like a crazy lady, but these cows actually had name tags, and when you called their names, they knew them. They looked at you. These ladies knew their names. That blew my mind. We spent well, not quite hours, but you know, a good 45 minutes shouting at the cows. Don't they look majestic? See, now you can't tell me that Layla didn't know her name. You heard that, right? I'm sorry, but how cute are these cows? The fact they had name tags, I'm still not over it. Anyway, once we finished talking with the cows, I'll have to be over it. It was time to continue our descent down. This bit wasn't that nice, it was quite rocky and quite steep and a bit tough on the knees. But then we crossed over this lovely river and it turned into a tarmac path. A lot of people hate the tarmac, but it was quite a break from having to step over all the rocks, so I'll take it. And look how beautiful these views are.
I fell down and cut my knee.
It's because all afternoon you were filming me hoping I'd fall down.
Fell down on the pavement.
Very scenic spot though. I stand by that. Very scenic.
I wasn't even taking a picture or anything, I was just walking. And then I just fell down.
She fell there.
So after poor Brenna took a little tumble there, we had to keep walking to the campsite. It was about 20 minutes. Then we arrived here at the camping area. We went to the reception. We told them we were TMB hikers. They told us where to go. We paid the money. All the same boring stuff. Then we set up the tent. We're really excited to have showers today because it's been a really hot day. And we also can do our laundry here, we asked, and they can change the euros for us to Swiss francs so we can do the laundry. So that's a bonus. Once we were showered, we went and dealt with the laundry. I won't lie to you, the bag, when I opened it, it bloody humdinged. It was a smelly bag of damp clothes. And to be honest, it just made us annoyed all over again that we had to pay for laundry, even though we did it yesterday. Here was the first glimpse at some Swiss francs. They're pretty, aren't they? I think they were quite nice looking. Most of them went into the washing machine though, so bye Swiss francs. Then we headed up to the town to go and do some grocery shopping for dinner because we have no food again. Unsurprising because we're not organised. I won't lie to you though, this shop was slim pickings, and everyone says Switzerland's expensive. They weren't joking. That Toblerone was 14 euros, so I didn't get a Toblerone because I couldn't afford it. We grabbed some weird things for dinner because it was all there was, and we were trying to be semi-budget conscious. We went back, we put the stuff in the tumble dryer, and then we ate our weird concoction of dinner. No judgment here, please. I've got a cold can of ravioli. Brenna had some cold soup. We had some hot dog buns, and we had some yogurts. Yes, I know, it's a bit of a weird mixture, but it's what we were working with, and to be honest, it did the job. We're full. You can see that we're both not the most impressed by it as we're staring at all the packaging, but yeah, we didn't go to bed hungry, so that's a win.
You just pop that. Hello. Can you just pop that down the end there for me? It's my outfit.